This is definitely the ceiling of Chinese leather craftsmanship. His craftsmanship is cumbersome. This is Hermes Kelly. After studying every inch of leather and every needle in the original package, ultimately achieving an accurate one-to-one replica. Today we'll share it with you. First step on carefully selected leather, to cut out the required part of the bag. Don't look at such a big leather. It looks like it can do a lot. In fact, this bag, the whole package is made of leather from the neck of the cow. So each platinum bag above 2.5 inches, use the necks of at least 2 cows. The next step is to the oil edge. This step you need to first remove the burrs and bumps on the front of the leather correction flush. It becomes smooth. Then, a layer of oily substance is applied to the edge of the leather. This oily substance, mainly used to cover leather incisions and the problem of exposed edges. It also protects the leather, make leather more resistant to damage. The quality of the oil edge, it directly reflects the quality of the bag. Next steps, it is to pack the front, rear, and bottom 3 pieces of leather. Fit it together initially. The linings are also glued together first. As you can see, this step is relatively simple, not very technical. But here's the big story. The preparation for the first step, with this black jagged raft, punch holes in the leather. Next is the suture. Don't underestimate this line. The bags made by Uncle are all wound and sewn. Also known as the Hermes saddle seal. Saddle sewing is double-sided knotting. It means there's a knot at the end of each stitch. So even with a few stitches, broken due to long-term wear and tear, it doesn't lead to an overall opening. In addition, the stitches coming out like this are exactly the same, no any difference. This sewing method is also dedicated to Hermes handmade bags, derived from a method that Hermes once sewed saddles. Over 100 years now, it cannot be completely replaced by machines. And this bag is sewn down completely. It takes about 3,600 stitches. If one of them doesn't work, the entire bag is directly scrapped. Next, after the bag body is sewn, the remaining 2 pieces of leather, it is glued together with the big body combination. To this step, the complete prototype of the bag is revealed. The function of the oil whip was introduced earlier. And this last step, again, is the oil whip. There are many kinds of oil whip crafts. And it goes without saying that the Uncle uses it also sealing grade craft water-based whip oil. The most significant feature of water-based whip oil is will blend into the inner layer of leather. Integral with lipid solution. There is basically no possibility of falling off. And because of the very thin texture of water, apply as many as 15 layers. Before becoming a finished product, each layer should be applied repeatedly. And wait for the previous layer dry to proceed to the next layer of application. The manufacturing process is incredibly complex and cumbersome. So far after repeated polishing, this one uses all kinds of top craftsmanship. The purely handmade bag is done. After watching this hearty sealing craft feast, do you think the handmade bag made like this looks good?